really tired of people putting out this idea or constantly talking when the crime bill comes up, talking about how black leaders supported the crime bill back in the 90s as well as argument against Hillary Clinton's culpability and Bill Clinton's culpability when it comes to this bill. So I'm just going to set the record straight around this so that the trolls can stop with this ridiculous line. The black leaders, first of all, were not reading these bills. Okay, they were trusting the elected officials who were composing the bills and putting the bills out and describing the bills to be giving them what it is that they needed, which was an actual end to the high levels of crime. Of course, high levels of crime in any community is something that's going to be desired to be addressed. In the thing that I want to make sure that people are clear about is if it's a black leader who cares about their community, then they're not going to want as a solution the ending of another segment of people's lives, as in these young black men who are getting drawn into these gang activity. They're not going to want the end of their lives as the solution to the protection of other black people's lives. Everyone's life was mattering. And so when Bernie Sanders went on the floor and talked about the fact that you're going to have that level of crime if you don't have food in communities, if you don't have education in communities, if you don't have access to opportunities to education, what he was offering was the solutions that any black leader would have wanted. And none of those leaders understood, in the way that the elected officials who were putting forth this bill did, the level of incarceration that was going to happen as a result of this bill. When they composed it, though, they knew what they were doing. And the evidence of that is all of those private prisons that popped up, and the individuals who were connected to those officials who created that bill, who became the shareholders and the owners of these private prisons. And so, no, that is not what black leaders wanted. Black leaders did not want all of our kids to wind up in jail and to have continued lack of access to education, have continued lack of access to resources. That is not what was desired by the leadership of the black community. The black community was trusting the Clintons to come up with a solution that was going to help and heal our community, and they trusted that what they were offering was something that was valuable. We have found that it was absolutely horrifying and ravaging to our communities, and that is why we speak about the issues of it. The black leadership was duped, so don't use them further to argue against the horrible, horrible treatment that black people and brown people have been exposed to and have been dealing with and surviving over the course of these years.